What's going on, everyone? It's KB the Mark coming back with some more wrestling news. Today we have a few stories for you as Smackdown and Rampage ratings continue to drop. WWE had a talk with Ronda Rousey and many more. Well, let's not waste any more time. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now, Salamander, cue that news. WWE had a talk with Ronda Rousey. Rousey had previously talked about not liking the travel schedule in WWE and dealing with negative fans. Towards the end of her first WWE run, she turned heel after the fans started to boo her. Now that she's back, Rousey is supposed to be a babyface against Flair, who is a heel. However, Rousey came across like she was portraying a heel character at the Royal Rumble and during her promo segment on last week's Raw. However, on Friday Night SmackDown, she was acting more like a face. Dave Meltzer noted on the Wrestling Observer Radio that some within WWE spoke to Rousey after her Raw promo and told her to let go of the past. Yeah, I believe people were talking to her about Monday, Meltzer said before Bryan Alvarez recalled Rousey smiling and slapping hands with the fans. Meltzer noted she acknowledged the fans. She was very bitter coming back, and I think that was not a good attitude to have, especially since she's being portrayed as a babyface. Like, people when they saw her go, oh my god, she's being a heel, and it's like, no, that's just Ronda. Then they had to talk to her out of basically going, these people are cheering you, you have to acknowledge them. You don't mean mug them. She wants to be there because she doesn't have to do this. She hates the fans because of them turning on her, but you have to let that go. I presume somebody explained to her. I know people talk to her about certain things. It was explained that you have to let that go, because if you're going to be bitter about that, you're not supposed to be a heel, and if you're bitter at the fans, you're not going to be a very good babyface. She was way better. Alexa Bliss is apparently not returning to a WWE ring anytime soon. Fightful Select is reporting that WWE has filmed 9 therapy segments and only 2 have aired so far. It was also noted that it's not clear if all of the segments will air or if they will do multiple segments on upcoming episodes. If the plan is for 9 segments to air, then it likely means that WWE doesn't have plans for her to return to the ring right now. Bliss hasn't wrestled since losing to Charlotte Flair at Extreme Rules in September. Her storyline with Flair seems to be leading towards Bliss shedding the dark side of her character and reverting back to the person she was before she aligned with Bray Wyatt. In the recent therapy segments, Bliss connected with a replica Lily doll to imply that perhaps she will continue to embrace her dark side. But with 9 segments that have yet to air, there are a lot of ways they can go with her character. At this point, WWE has not dropped any hints on who she will be feuding with when she returns to in-ring action. Women's Elimination Chamber match with WWE Wrestlemania title implications announced. WWE has announced a Women's Elimination Chamber match for the upcoming event later this month. Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Nikki ASH, and Doudrop for the bout. There is 1 spot left, and the graphic shows a silhouette for a 6th mystery participant. The winner of the bout will challenge for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania 38. At the Elimination Chamber event, current Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch will defend the title against Lita. MLW granted motion to seal financial information in their lawsuit against WWE. MLW put together a lawsuit against WWE for antitrust violations. The promotion owned by Court Bauer alleges that WWE moved to stop several business deals that could have been transformative for them if it worked out. The center of the suit was a potential partnership with streaming service Tubi. It was accused that WWE didn't want Tubi, owned by Fox, to work with a rival promotion, and that the company put a stop to the deal before it could be completed. MLW is suing WWE because of ongoing attempts to undermine competition in and monopolize the professional wrestling market. It was alleged that WWE pressured third parties to abandon their business with MLW. Longtime WWE attorney Jerry McDevitt stated the idea of this happening should result in MLW suing Tubi for breaking the deal, not WWE. It was claimed by WWE's side that MLW's poor television performance on Vice TV had a lot to do with Tubi pulling out. AJ Styles says he wanted to work in NXT. During his appearance on this week's Out of Character with Ryan Satin, AJ Styles discussed how he feels about being a babyface once again, as well as what it was like to work with NXT talent. AJ was asked if he's enjoying being a babyface again. Absolutely. I thought it's time for a change, Styles said. In my heart, as Alan Jones, I love kids. I love to make them smile, so being able to do that as AJ Styles is a blessing. AJ said it was his idea to go to NXT and help out the new talent. I felt it would be a good idea for guys like myself to go down to NXT and really say, hey, this is what we do on Raw and Smackdown. So when you come up, there's no surprises. This is what we expect. These are the rules. By the way, they're a little bit different from NXT, but this is what they are up here, Styles shared. Bryan Danielson to be inducted into inaugural Ring of Honor Hall of Fame class. Ring of Honor issued the following. Bryan Danielson inducted into inaugural Ring of Honor Hall of Fame class. Ring of Honor is proud to welcome Bryan Danielson, the embodiment of fighting spirit and technical wrestling excellence, into the inaugural class of the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. The American Dragon played a major role in establishing Ring of Honor as the best wrestling on the planet, beginning with his performance in the main event on Ring of Honor's debut show. The Era of Honor begins in 2002. Whenever the final countdown blared throughout the building as Danielson made his entrance to the ring, fans knew they were about to witness a true master of his craft at work. A superior technician, striker, and submission specialist, Danielson cemented his status as the best wrestler in the sport when he won the Ring of Honor World title in 2005. His 462-day reign as Ring of Honor World Champion is the third longest, and he made a record 38 successful title defenses. Danielson made history in 2006 when he defeated arch rival Ring of Honor Pure Champion Nigel McGuinness in Liverpool, England to merge the titles. He also won the inaugural Survival of the Fittest in 2004 and main evented Ring of Honor's first pay-per-view in 2007. Danielson had many impressive victories in Ring of Honor, but one of his most memorable performances came in defeat. Just over 4 minutes into his match against then Ring of Honor World Champion Takashi Morishima in 2007, Danielson suffered a detached retina as a result of the Japanese powerhouse's clubbing blows. Morishima targeted Danielson's injured left eye throughout the match, but Danielson showed incredible toughness and heart and came within a fraction of a second of winning before Morishima ultimately prevailed after more than 20 dramatic minutes. After leaving Ring of Honor in 2009, Danielson would gain worldwide fame in WWE, where he main evented Wrestlemania in 2014 before more than 75,000 fans at the Superdome in New Orleans. Danielson is currently one of the top stars in AEW. Danielson joins the Briscoes in the inaugural Ring of Honor Hall of Fame class. More inductees will be announced in the coming weeks. Smackdown and AEW Rampage ratings drop. In the latest edition of WWE Friday Night Smackdown saw the ratings decrease. The show averaged 2.151 million viewers on Fox, which is down from 2.217 million a week ago. In the all-important 18 to 49 demographic, the show did a 0.51 rating, down from the 0.56 rating a week ago. This was the post-Royal Rumble show of Smackdown. It was expected to be down due to the show going up against the Olympics. Now AEW Rampage, on the other hand, the show dropped in total viewership and the 18 to 49 demographic. Rampage drew 540,000 viewers and did a 0.2 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic on TNT at the 10 p.m. Eastern time slot. Last week, the show did 601,000 viewers and did a 0.25 rating. Rampage ranked number 7 in the top 150 shows on cable for the night, up from last week's number 9 ranking. Alright guys, that was it for the news. If you made it this far, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm KB the Mark, signing off. Until the next one. I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been
Me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.